SMG. For those that know about cars, especially German or Italian cars, have you ever wondered why it is so fun to drive those premium line, like top of the line, BMW, for example, the M-Tune BMW, or Ferrari, or Lamborghini, or some cars in that kind of line? SMG stands for Sequential Manual Gearbox. This transmission was originally developed for Formula One racing. It uses a computer-controlled actuator to select the gears when prompted by the driver that is actually driving it. Both manual and automatic modes are possible in one transmission, but there's no clutch pedal. You still have the clutch, but you don't have the clutch pedal. So everything now is on the paddle shape that you use to shift, and you just have to be mindful, because it drives, you can as well burn off the clutch the same way you burn clutches in the manual transmission. These things are so fun to drive. At the same time, delicate, but it's very, very fun to drive. If you enjoy driving a manual transmission, this is what I would suggest you actually go take a look. Yes, BMW cars are very expensive to maintain, but there are the experience you get that ordinary cars cannot give you, right? I have a TSX, Acura TSX right now. It has the paddle shifts, right? You can put it in a sport mode and you then can drive it like you're driving a manual transmission. But it does not equate to the same feeling you have when you drive the cars that have the Formula One inspired transmission. I had a privilege when I was working for Boardwalk Ferrari and Maserati in Plano. I used to take the pictures for them. I was their photographer for about a year. So I had the privilege to test some of these cars, from Lamborghini Gallardo to Ferrari 59 GTB, 612 Scaglietti. So one of my favorite was the Ferrari 599 GTB. So one day I took it and I drove it. And boy, the way the transmission shifts is just like you're driving a manual transmission. The sound and everything is mind-blowing. And I did test drive it was an M5, 2009 BMW M5, the V10 engine with an SMG too, in the same car lot. It was fun, but the differences are clear, because now you imagine a Ferrari. Ferrari uses the real original F1 transmission. It would actually say it, there's like a plaque that it would tell you that this is an F1 transmission. Whereas BMW have their own derived SMG. So of course it's going to be a little watered down. It's not going to be the one you find in Ferrari. Yeah, Ferrari, right? And BMW, we're talking about two different cars here, right? Ferrari is like a big boy's car. Of course, BMW is still a big boy car, but you know the price tag Ferrari comes with. It's a little bit high out there. But what I'm saying is that it is a transmission that is worth to try. And I am hoping one day for me to get my hand and actually have my own BMW M-Tune, like either the M3, which is my favorite, 4-door preferably, or the M5, the one with a V8 biturbo, preferably. These two cars, I would definitely like to get my hands on one of them with an SMG transmission. Once again, transmissions, it does matter, okay? If you enjoy driving a car that is almost like a manual transmission and you enjoy to hear the sound of the engine when you're shifting gears, get an SMG, Sequential Manual Gearbox.